about to jump into the cab of what I believe is the most incredible vehicle within the heavy transport sector. But before we do that, which I know is going to be a lot of fun, let me provide you a little bit of background on how we're going to get there. A question that has been on my mind is decarbonization within the heavy transport sector. Are we there yet? This is an important question because I think that alternative fuels, advanced clean transportation technologies within the heavy transport sector might have the greatest impact within the world of transportation. And so I think this is an important question and one that's been on my mind recently. And so I jumped into the cab of a truck that I believe is demonstrating just that. But how and why did I find my way into the cab of an incredible truck like this? So I attended the recent ACT, Advanced Clean Transportation 2023 Expo in Anaheim, California. This annual event attracts vehicle manufacturers within the commercial sector from throughout the world. About 150 vehicles are on display at the annual event. Most recently attracted over 12,000 visitors, about 275 companies, exhibitors, and sponsors and partners of the event. And so this was a great place to answer that question. And so as you can imagine, walking into the expo hall, I was surrounded by hundreds and hundreds of vehicles, many of those focused on the heavy transport sector. And so it was a great opportunity to kind of see firsthand and to try to answer this incredible question. And I must say that one vehicle among hundreds really stood out for me. And that is Shell's Starship 3.0 truck and initiative. This is an amazing truck and stood out even amongst an incredible group of other vehicles within the commercial space. And so Shell was kind enough to provide me the opportunity to spend some time with leaders within Shell of the Starship 3.0 initiative to see firsthand the technologies that have come together within the development of this truck and this initiative. And so I did just that. So providing you with a little bit more background to the Shell Starship 3.0 before we jump into the truck. The Shell Starship 3.0 initiative falls within Shell's continued demonstration of their commitment to the decarbonization of the transport industry. The Shell Starship initiative has really led the way within this since about 2018. Like the first two versions, the new Starship 3.0 will capitalize upon some of the latest available technologies, including that of being powered by renewable natural gas. And in fact, at this recent ACT Expo in Anaheim, the Shell Starship 3.0 team announced that the truck has now been updated with a Cummins X15N natural gas engine that will run on Shell's renewable natural gas. Even more exciting, demonstration runs of this incredible truck will be conducted this summer. So very much looking forward to that. And we all should, because we're going to see this Shell Starship 3.0 on the road. The Shell Starship 3.0 truck features some of the best-in-class technologies that really are leading the way forward and helping to decarbonize the heavy transport sector. The truck, which is now powered by the Cummins X15N natural gas engine, will run on Shell's renewable natural gas, and that's commercially available and has a low carbon intensity rating. RNG is a natural gas transportation fuel that's derived from organic waste and is interchangeable with compressed natural gas, CNG, and liquid natural gas, LNG, in transport vehicles. The combination of Shell RNG fuels for fleets and quality low-friction Shell Rotella lubricants made a natural gas engine a great choice for the next evolution of the Starship initiative. The Shell Starship 3.0 includes components and features that promote lightweighting and low aerodynamic drag, along with low rolling resistant tires from Bridgestone. The interior of the truck has been updated to make it comfortable for the driver on the road and inviting for passengers along the ride. And I can certainly speak to that. I had the opportunity, as I shared, to jump into the cab of the truck and spend some time with leaders within Shell Starship initiative. And I must say that it was one of the most comfortable, professional, relaxed settings for a conversation that I've had the opportunity to enjoy. The cab of the truck itself is incredible. And so let's jump right to the fun part. Let's jump into the cab of the most advanced vehicle within the heavy transport sector. Let's spend some time with leaders within Shell of the Shell Starship 3.0 initiative. Let's benefit from an overview of the cockpit, of the cab, and let's take a walk around the truck and learn a little bit more about some of the components that go into the incredible aerodynamics of the truck itself. So I think you're going to have a lot of fun. I know that I definitely did, learning more about the amazing Shell Starship 3.0 truck and initiative.
Hi, I'm Selda Gansel, Vice President of Global Fuels and Lubricants Technology in Shell. So in this role, I lead a global team of scientists and engineers to drive innovation and technology leadership in advanced product technologies, technologies that improve efficiency, promote sustainability, and enable energy transition to a low-carbon future. So today we are sitting in the cab of our Starship 3.0, our concept truck that we first launched in 2018. Since then, we've upgraded our project, and this is the third version, next generation. And we are really excited to share this truck at the ACT Expo in Anaheim this week. Originally, we started our Starship initiative back in 2018, and our goal was to push the boundaries of energy efficiency in commercial road transport sector by designing a truck that integrates all the available energy efficiency technologies at that time. And this required a systems engineering approach where we optimize energy efficiency by using an energy efficient engine and transmission system, by integrating with low friction lubricant design, improved vehicle aerodynamics through lightweight materials, aerodynamic design, tires with low rolling resistance. So we brought a number of different innovations in energy efficiency under one roof to see how far we can push the boundaries. And we put our truck on the road under real world conditions, measured efficiency in terms of fuel economy, in terms of freight ton efficiency. And we were really surprised with the results. They were 40% better than national average in terms of fuel economy, and 2.5 times better than national average for freight ton efficiency. And all of these numbers were measured and verified by NACFE independently. So we were really excited about the outcome of this initiative. And a few years later, in 2021, we upgraded our truck, Starship 2.0. And we use, again, the more advanced technologies available to us at the time. And we did the same coast-to-coast run, 2,300 miles. And we got even better results, 70% improvement in fuel economy, 3.5 times better freight ton efficiency than national average. And again, we were really excited about the results. We presented those at the ACT Expo 2 years ago in Long Beach. And now we are sitting in the cab of our next generation Starship. This one actually uses the same philosophy. You know, we bring together all the energy efficiency technologies currently available to us in the market. Plus, we use a new fuel, Shell Renewable Natural Gas. Shell Renewable Natural Gas is commercially available as a fuel today, and it has a much lower carbon intensity than diesel. This truck also uses Cummins' new X15N natural gas engine. This is an industry-leading first large-bore natural gas engine. And we are very excited in our collaboration with Cummins. And so our new truck will be fueled by natural gas engine versus the diesel engines in the previous versions. And of course, we are also upgrading our lubricant to be compatible with natural gas engines. So we are using a low friction Shell Rotella, low viscosity, low friction Shell Rotella natural gas engine lubricant designed for this specific engine. We continue to have the same improvements as before, such as low rolling resistance tires from Bridgestone. And we are currently in the build stage, and we will put our truck on the road this summer. We will do the exact same route as before, so we can compare results. And I'm really excited about the sustainability element we are bringing into this project, because renewable natural gas, especially if it's obtained from dairy cow waste, it has a negative carbon intensity rating, meaning it takes more carbon out of the environment than it produces. So I think it will be a great demonstration of what fleets can do today to improve efficiency, total cost of ownership, as well as sustainability of their operations. I think I should add that there is not a single solution to decarbonize the transport sector. We need to work on energy efficiency. We need to work on low carbon fuels. We also need to work on zero emission technologies such as hydrogen fuel cells, battery electric. And at Shell, we are working on all of these solutions. Some of them are longer term. Some of them are solutions we can implement today, which is what Starship 3.0 is trying to showcase.
Dr. Gunsel, thank you so much for your overview of the Shell Starship project and for also taking some time to share the evolutions of the Starship initiative. Really incredible to learn about this ultimate goal within the project to enhance energy efficiency within commercial road transport and truly integrating various technologies to achieve just that. Really impressive, too, to learn about some of the previous versions and how the truck showcased remarkable results, as you shared, achieving a 40% better fuel economy and 2.5 times greater freight ton efficiency than the national average. Really excited now to speak with Ryan Manthry, the engineer manager for Shell's Starship project, to tell us a little bit more about the truck itself. So speaking from the cockpit of the Shell Starship 3.0 and also taking some time to provide a walk around of the truck to discuss some of the aerodynamics that are incorporated within the truck and some of the different technologies and products that go into the exterior of the truck. And so very excited now to speak with Ryan to share more about that.
So I'm Ryan Manthry. I'm the engineering manager for Starship 3.0. And what I'm going to kind of talk you through now are some of the in-cab devices and telematics that are in aid of driver behavior. So in keeping with Starship's core philosophy, which is kind of promoting the off-the-shelf commercially available technologies, we have basically included some of these safety features as well. So we have Stone Ridge's mirror eye system that's basically been mounted. So it replaces your typical or traditional camera or rear view mirrors. So you see a wider field of vision. You've got side rear view mirror, your peripherals are covered, as well as the rear of the trailer. This also helps with our on the road scanning. So we have the wingman or the Bendex system, which is included in the setup here, and that helps us actually scan the terrain and optimize driver gear selection and speed down the road. So what actually happens is it will map out the terrain and scan ahead and help the driver select the optimum speed and gear ratio as it travels down the road. And that allows us to put the truck in the right setup as we approach different grades. And that ultimately is going to help you with your fuel economy. So on this truck, as it sits now, bobtail, we get a fairly high fuel economy. When it's fully loaded and we go very significantly heavy, close to 80,000 pounds, we average between 10 and 12 miles per gallon. To put that in context, we're basically, the average Class 8 truck on the road is between 6 and 7 miles per gallon, maybe slightly more. But it shows you the differentiation And that's just one piece of the package, because this is kind of everything in the cab is being geared towards drivability and comfortability for the driver. To supplement this, we have the other core principles that Zelda touched on, things like lightweighting, where we've stripped as much base componentry weight off the truck as possible. So that allows us to go as heavy as possible. Then things like the aerodynamic package. So we've tried to reduce as much of the opposing forces on the truck. So that includes aerodynamic drag. We have a CFD on this truck, which is a coefficient of drag of 0.25, which is extremely low compared to the traditional truck on the road, which sits around 0.6. Then you have things like our high performance tires on the truck from Bridgestone, which has a reduced rolling resistance, which is another fuel economy eater. So that, in combination with our load strategy, which, like I mentioned before, at the core of Starship is this principle of freight ton efficiency, where we try to maximize the load and travel with the most amount of cargo with the least amount of energy. That metric is based on ton miles per gallon. With 3.0, it's more sustainability driven, because now the metric becomes ton miles of goods shifted per kilogram of CO2 emitted. So you start to see the focus really pushed on these metrics specifically. So the sustainability angle, especially in terms of freight ton efficiency, is kind of driving this whole core messaging of Starship. With Starship 3.0, we have the truck itself is designed around 4 key principles, which I mentioned in the cab. The first is lightweighting. So you notice that from bumper to trailer, we've stripped as much of the base componentry weight off the truck as possible. So that includes engine, chassis, transmission, rear axle. We've tried to go as light as possible to enable us to go as heavy as possible in terms of payload. This truck goes up to 80,000 pounds, and we intend to load as close as that to that as possible. But in able to do that, there's a few things we've basically designed the truck to enable us to do that. So starting from the front, you notice the unique cab design of the truck, right? We have a coefficient of drag around 0.25, and compared to the average truck on the road, Class 8 truck, it's about 0.6. So you notice the aerodynamic efficiency of our truck versus a natural Class 8 truck on the road, it's much more efficient. That, in combination with the low rolling resistance tires we have on the truck from Bridgestone, that enables us to reduce as much of the opposing forces that are on the truck as possible. So those are all fuel economy eaters, but when you add up the total package in terms of freight ton efficiency, these are all contributors. As we move around to the back of the truck here, you'll notice a very large air intake on the front of the truck. We've tried to optimize airflow into our engine. So we have a unique intake system. The truck sits very low to the ground. That is all in aid of the aerodynamic package. If we scoot around to the side of it, I can show you the tires. These are our low rolling resistance tires from Bridgestone that will be utilized during the setup of the truck. We intend to do a demonstration run. This will be a coast-to-coast run in addition to the regional run. But if you look at the truck itself, all total, when we load up, we will go significantly close to 80,000 pounds. And we will basically run non-stop. And this time round, will be fueled by renewable natural gas.
Thank you so much, Zelda and Ryan, for taking the time today to share more about the incredible Shell Starship initiative. I especially enjoyed the opportunity to see the truck firsthand and really appreciate you not only providing an overview of the truck and initiative, but also taking the time to tell us more about all of the incredible partnerships, technologies, and products that have really come together within this unbelievable vehicle. I appreciate you also confirming that Shell very much in fact is there. I enjoy asking organizations within the Are We There Yet video podcast series, are we there yet in terms of what they're working on? And I can confirm today with 100% confidence when it comes to Shell's commitment to decarbonization within the heavy transport sector, Are we there yet? Yes, in fact, you are very much. And more than just a project or initiative or plans for the future, you're demonstrating it through the truck that you have here today at the Advanced Clean Transportation Expo in Anaheim, California. And even further demonstrating it, I'm really excited about the demonstration runs coming up this summer. I understand that there's a run coming up very soon in preparation for your ultimate cross-country run all the way from San Diego, California to Jacksonville, Florida, further demonstrating this incredible truck and technologies. So really appreciate each of you, Selda and Ryan and Shell, for taking the time to speak today within the Are We There Yet video podcast series. And I know as all of the audience members will be, I'll be watching closely for those demonstration runs this summer, because I know that's going to be a lot of fun and just another demonstration of Shell's commitment to decarbonization within heavy transport. Thank you.